I recently set myself the goal of saving $10,000 for our emergency fund by the end of the year. That gives me a little bit less than 4 months, and I'm a stay-at-home mom with no job, so this is kind of an impossible task. But it's kind of a thing around here that I set myself unrealistic goals, so I'm gonna go for it anyway. And today we are trying to declutter our way to $10,000. Do I actually think I'm gonna find $10,000 worth of stuff here in my home to sell? No, but it's a start and better than nothing. If you're new here, hi, my name is Ashlyn. I'm a 28-year-old stay-at-home mom. I've got 3 littles, no job. My husband works full-time, and we are trying to save for our first home. But before we can do that, we have to fill up our emergency fund again. So that's what we're working on today. I figured today we would start with the most cluttered and also probably the most lucrative space in/around my home, and that is our shed. So let's head outside. All right, I've cleared the way for us to get into the shed. Swept away most of the spider webs. There's a ton out here this year, but let's just see what's inside. Ta-da! Honestly, I don't even know where to start. Most of the stuff in here is like way too heavy for me to move out, so I'm probably just gonna try and move it over. First thing, I have 4 of these metal folding chairs. They're super sturdy and nice, but they're very heavy and kind of dingy, to be honest. Ugh, spiders. So I might sell them because we have others we reach for more, but I don't know. To be decided. My oldest daughter is too big for it. My younger daughter is too small for it. It also is having a front wheel issue. So I don't know if I can sell it. I might list it and see if anybody wants it for like $5. And if not, maybe I'll keep it and just try and, I don't know. It's pretty messed up. I might try and fix it back up for my younger daughter when she's big enough for it, but this is another, will it sell? I don't know. All right, here is a money maker. This is our double stroller that we haven't used. Honestly, it's probably been a year, maybe more. I'm gonna sell it. I just found these, like Nerf bullets. We don't even have a Nerf gun, so these are gonna go. And I guess that's everything. Other stuff I have in here is like seats that came out of our van and our Christmas tree and closet doors that I'll put up again when we move. So now I'm gonna start the task of putting the things we're keeping back in. I'm hoping that the air isn't too loud in here, but for tonight's hopefully mini organizing of our home, decluttering, I'm going to start with our bathroom sink. I'm including this in my declutter because it's cluttering my brain to have this happen, but every time I turn on the sink, this happens. The sink fills up with water faster than the drain can take care of it, so I'm going to figure out how to unclog this drain. In order to do that, I think I have to take apart something underneath the sink, so I'm going to declutter under the sink while I do that. I had to watch a video on how to do it, all the steps. But we have a working drain, and now I'm going to declutter and clean up the mess of getting that cleaned. Okay, so I have this half of the cabinet done. Honestly, I've really gotten rid of a lot of stuff that didn't need to be where it was. I have this pile of like lotions and stuff here. We just don't use a whole lot of like bar soap, and we have one brand of lotion that we like and we kind of just stick to it. So there's no reason for us to keep all of this. And then I just had like a bunch of like expired things that didn't need to be around. So I've got a garbage bag. It's not too full, but I mean, we got some stuff in there. So that half is done. It is 9:30, so I'm gonna give myself like 10, maybe 15 more minutes to do this before I get ready for bed. But I'm gonna try and speed clean the rest of this cabinet, and then we can probably tackle the drawers tomorrow. Well, this side obviously looks much less organized than this side because I don't have more of like the shelf things, but I turned my bins this way instead of running them back, and it works so much better. I can fit my heater in a more easily accessible spot for when I give my baby a bath, and we can fit way more toilet paper in here now. So I'm happy with this little reorganization. I do have my new hair cutting clippers and my husband's old hair cutting clippers. He has a case for them in the old one, and I just have a box for the new one. So I'm going to switch those. I'm not going to do it tonight because I don't want to have to go through cleaning everything off, because I know that I'm going to have to do that. But I am going to throw my garbage away, set this to the side, and I will pick it back up tomorrow. All right, I found myself a moment to put this stuff in this case and then get rid of the stuff that's in this case. So let's finish up the under cabinet. I don't think the drawers really have anything that I need to get rid of because we open them a lot more, but we will see. All right, that one is all put away and going to be much easier to take care of, and I'm just gonna sell this one. Still works totally fine. We just wanted one that like lasted longer, the battery life, and I don't know, was gonna work a little better. So I'm just putting all of this stuff from our old clipper set into a bag, and I'm going to list it on Facebook Marketplace. So the only other sections that I have in the bathroom to clean, I have this organizer of stuff on the counter. I have this drawer, which is basically all my husband's stuff except for my hairbrush. So really, I'm gonna let him go through this. I'll just leave that one. And then our toothbrush drawer, which honestly, we just use everything in here. So I'm not gonna get rid of anything in there, but I will go through my little rack. I mean, all of this stuff, I do not use a whole lot of like makeup, skincare, really anything. So a lot of it probably could go, but I also am somebody who hangs on to things that I use infrequently just because I do use it sometimes, and when those times come up, I don't want to have to buy anything new. So I probably will clean my brushes that I've got in here. The only thing that I could probably like declutter would be this little thing full of makeup. So let's see. I've got a little eyeshadow shimmer stick. We'll keep. Lipstick, more lipstick. This is actually one of my favorite colors to wear in the fall and winter. It's very cold weather, but this is totally unusable now, so that can go. I also have this little sample lipstick. I don't use it very often because I love the color. It's all ruined anyway. Oh, that's sad. Okay, well, I guess I'll just get rid of that. I have this like lip balm that changes colors to your, I don't know, DNA or whatever. It like looks different on everybody depending on the person. I don't know. My mom just gave me this. It's a minty lip shimmer. I do like it, but I don't love the mint. But I do like the shimmer. So I'm gonna I'll hold on to it for another cycle of when I go through these things, and then maybe I'll get rid of it next time. This is also, it's basically all these things that I say that I love the color of. They're basically all the same color. This is another one. I think it's also minty. It's also shimmery. It's the, let's see if I can even show you. Burt's Bees Lip Shimmer in Fig. And I do really like that one. So I'll hang on to that too. Then I have this that I've actually forgotten that I have. Isle of Paradise Self Tanning Drops. You just like put it on with your moisturizer and it makes you a little bit tanner, which obviously, looking at me, I need. And then I just have a little shimmer eyeshadow, which is very similar to the other shimmer eyeshadow. I think they're like exactly the same. So maybe I just keep one or the other of those. So I moved that so that it's on the top as well. It was down here underneath where I can't see it as well, but I feel like I'll use this stuff more if I can just see it. It doesn't look neat and tidy, but I mean, this is the organization that I have, so that's the organization I'm gonna use. Yeah, honestly, that's everything I can get rid of from there. So I guess the bathroom is done. We have organized it, and hopefully we can get rid of even more stuff. I have one thing to sell from the bathroom, and I did give away, I just listed a bunch of the lotions and soaps that I pulled out from underneath the cabinet. So there's a handful of items that we're getting rid of. So successful little moment of decluttering. So we've lived in this house for like a year and a half now, and I haven't changed anything about the kitchen layout, where things are organized, in the entire time that we've lived here. We came, we put our stuff into the cupboards and drawers, and I've not touched it since then. So I feel like there's some changes that can be made. One of the biggest things I'd say is an issue in this kitchen is the amount of junk drawers that we have. Junk drawer number 1. These are things that my kids play with. Junk drawer number 2, we have some baby stuff shoved in. And then I also have some activity things for my kids. And then also we have the remote controls for their little like outside cars. Junk drawer number 3, it's tools. And junk drawer number 4. This is mostly tape and glue, but then I have like, this is for a train for Christmas. This is a broken baby toy, needs new batteries that I don't own. Rubber bands, paint swatches, basically just junk. I'm not sure what it is about this kitchen, but it is taking me a million years to even make any kind of progress whatsoever on any of the organization. So you can see it's kind of a mess in here right now, but instead of cleaning, I'm gonna do a little organizing because I just want to like make some progress on this. So let's take the spices out of this cupboard and put them in this newly emptied drawer. All right, here's what the spice drawer is looking like. Obviously, it's not like perfect. Someday I would love to just have all glass bottles for all my spices. But for now, I just have a big variety of all the different kinds of spices. And they're just gonna lay because I don't have a spice organizer thing. So, this is what the drawer is gonna look like. Obviously, I mean, it's gonna be so much easier to find what spices I need because I don't have to like dig through my cupboard where they were. So I think this will be an upgrade. So it's been a few days since I last filmed anything because we all got sick. So I was down for the count for a little while. But I did finish up the organization in here, and because I didn't film that, I thought I'd just give you a tour and show you how we ended up. So in this drawer, I ended up doing just our like oven mitts. I have some baking silicone things, and then just a few, I still keep like the baby's bibs and stuff in here. So that functions really well. Then in this one, I did all of our seasonings. I think I showed you this, the spices. This has been working so much better than what we had before up here in our cupboard. Then up here, I moved all of our paper products up here. Usually the stack is bigger, but right now this is what it's at. So that works better too because I can just grab things easier. I did mention that these used to be up above the fridge. So now above the fridge, obviously I'm not gonna open it because it's hard to get to, but I have cookie cutters and birthday stuff. So like streamers and balloons, and then just like Christmas cookie cutters, things that we're not getting all the time. And then over here in my junk drawers, this one, it looks the same, but I've condensed what's in here and now it's much easier to deal with. And then the other one is still empty. I don't have anything in here and I don't really know what to put in there. So that's kind of nice that I have too much space in my kitchen. That's never a problem I've had before. So I'm very glad that I did this reorganizing, but I think this video is probably plenty long. So I'm just gonna end it here. I definitely got myself a big stockpile of things to list on Facebook Marketplace. I've already listed some and have been making some money. So you can check out my 10K savings challenge videos. They're like shorts here on YouTube, and see how much I've been making, what I've been selling, and kind of what those have been earning for me. If you liked the video, make sure that you're subscribed, and I will see you again next week for another one. Bye.